Okay, so we have kids in the house and they've been wanting to go to SPUR. We always spelled it because we didn't want them to know that we're going to SPUR, but that of course means spur. So we bring spur to you, making some burgers, some nice crunchy onions, and some badass potato wedges. To make our burgers, you're going to need some ground beef mince. I use the lean beef. It's got less fat than the normal ground mince. They put some other stuff in there. Don't buy that. It's so oily. It's going to give you heartburn. Then to that, I don't add lots of things to my burgers. I just add salt and pepper because this is not a fricadelle. It's a burger. Now fricadelle, you might ask, what is that? It's got a mixture of everything and it's got like onions and herbs and some broccoli goes into fricadelles. This is not that. This is just a little spur burger while bringing a bit of spur taste to your life during the lockdown. And you go in there with your hands. So I'm just going to mix that through to season my mince well. But if you do want something more spicy, you can add a bit of a chili spice to it or some rosemary, chopped herbs, anything goes really. I just keep it plain and simple because kids are also very fussy. They don't like lots of spices in their foods. Okay, that comes together. Now you're going to form our patties. That's all. That's all I added. So, forming our patties. Roll it out nice. Squish it down. And one important thing to do when rolling out your patties is make an indent in the middle. And what that prevents is it prevents your burger from shrinking too much. So it's going to keep its nice flat shape throughout the cooking process. Okay, so I've got my pan going here. What you want for this is a medium heat. So I brought it up to heat. I've taken it off the heat for a bit while I make my patties. And now I bring it back onto the heat, and as you can start seeing that little, see those, it's almost like waves. I call it waves. I don't know what you want to call it, turbulence or something, whatever. You want to get that to a nice medium heat. And then you don't want it to, if it's got a high heat, it's going to burn and it's not going to cook on the inside. So it must be medium heat. Okay. I think we're getting there. Now, a trick I learned in frying the burgers. So I've made my indent. I'm going to add it to my pan. Sizzle. Sounds good. Add a little bit of sugar to the top. What this does is it helps to bring out the natural juices and sugars of the meat that you're using. And it helps with creating a crust and brownness of your burger. It's called the Maillard reaction. It's a highly scientific term in food science, but I will explain that to you in another video. Okay, let that go for a while. So you don't want to take it off heat, you want to let it go for a few minutes because you want that crust to form. And while that's forming, I'm going to move on and make another patty in the meantime. So I'm adding some butter to my patty because I want also that butteriness, that soft tenderness. So I'm going to flip my burgers over in a bit. Clean as you go. Rule of thumb. Mise en place. Some people don't know about that. Henry doesn't know mise en place. Anyway, debatable in this house. Right. It comes away so easily. What? Beautiful. How gorgeous. That is what you want. I didn't struggle with it. I just let it do its thing for about 2 minutes. And then finish the other one in a bit. Add the butter to the pan. And I'm going to just coat my beautiful patties, Krabby Patties, with that butter sauce. Voila! Juicy, buttery, tender burgers. Doesn't get better than this. Okay, right. So to test your burgers, I'm going in for like a medium rare. Well, I don't want it to be too cooked because mince cooks much quicker than a piece of steak or a piece of meat. So I'm testing for doneness. And it's very important to let your burgers rest to retain those juices, right? So how do you test the doneness? Use your hand. This is the perfect tool. That relaxed hand, that is rare. When you stretch out your hand, you see that it's like slightly like, you know, so that's medium. And then when it's like that, tight, that is done. Right. So I'm pretty happy with the way mine are. They're almost well done. They've got that bit of medium, so I'm going to remove them, add them to my plate, and they're going to rest while I continue with the rest of my burgers. But I'm going to show you how to make a super easy barbecue sauce because Spur have barbecue basted burgers. Right, how do you make that? Just a bit of tomato sauce. I'm using Wellington sauce is my favorite. I mean, there's debate about gold and all of that other stuff, but I like this. It's quite nice and thick. Tomato sauce, a little bit of vinegar, balance the tomato sauce, and some sugar. Now, because it's already got some salt in the tomato sauce, I'm not going to add salt and pepper to this. Just going to let that cook down really nicely till it's thickened, until it's changed color. And then what you can do is then baste your burgers as they come out to rest. Baste your burgers with the sauce, or even as you're building your burgers, use it. Makes for a really great sauce. And you can use this for like as a pizza topping or store it in a jar even, so that you can have it on hand when you need it next time. Okie dokie. So we have come to the best part of holding our burger. And what have we here? Got our done burgers. We've got some burger rolls. I have used this fabulous mayonnaise. This is my favorite. It's also a sugar-free one. It's called Tasty. It's so creamy. My absolute favorite. Then we've got some tomatoes, some lettuce, some rocket for variety, some of that barbecue sauce we made. And then we've got our onion rings. Now, those were trial and error. So I kind of made two versions, one with a batter, one without a batter. So I'm still working on that recipe to come later. Now, let's get back to building our burger. I'm going to grab some lettuce, I think. Yes. Let's start with some lettuce at the bottom. Bit of rocket. I love the color of rocket. It's also got some great nutrients in there. To that, I'm going to add one of these patties. Should I get the big one? Get the big one. Oh my goodness. Ooh, it's not watering. Then I think, should I add some of the sauce? I think so. I also want a bit more mayo, but I've got some mayo on my top bun, so that will be fine. Some of the sauce. Then I'm going to add my tomato. I think just one will do. And then some of my crispy onion rings. Look at that. All on the burger. And then you close it. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you make your homemade burger. So I'm sure that you've got more other things that you'd like to add to your burger, like a bit of bacon. I crisp those bacon little rashes. Also, you can add pickles, you can add cheese, but I'm lactose intolerant, so I can't add cheese. Yeah, that's about it.